another year of gaming, another year of having our wallets wonder why they feel so cold and empty. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 most anticipated games of 2015.
It's a lot to take in, kid. Where do I even start?
Since there are so many games worth mentioning, we had to be a bit stricter with our criteria. We're excluding games that have very little or no information about gameplay, ruling out the new Star Fox and Halo 5. We've also excluded games that are not confirmed for a 2015 release, so Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15, despite their long-awaited arrivals, did not make the cut. Number 10, Bloodborne. Hidetaki Miyazaki from Software? Yep, it's the next-gen follow-up to Demon Souls and the Dark Souls series. Though this time, it's a PS4 exclusive, and it looks like we'll be in a setting similar to Victorian-era London, rather than a fantasy setting. If you thought these guys were done torturing you though, think again, because they're ready for 2015, and will most certainly be bringing addictive and challenging misery to us all. There are differences between this game and their previous titles, but we're betting that we still die in the first 10 minutes. Number 9, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. This is not a drill. We repeat, this is not a drill. No more prologues, only a full-length game, the promise of a large open world, and of course, Snake, or Big Boss, or whatever he wants to be called this time around.
Boss, you are going to regret this.
This game takes place 9 years after the events of Ground Zeroes, and is set to be the biggest title in the franchise. After the success of the previous hit, Metal Gear Solid 4, it's hard to imagine a sequel being any better, but the large open world and the interesting new online mode may do just that. Number 8, Dying Light. Back in our day, zombies were all the rage. You want to know what the youngsters are into now? Oh, still zombies, eh? Well, what started out as a Dead Island sequel has become a completely separate entity. This game shows a lot of promise and is poised to stand out amongst all of the other zombie apocalypse games out there. Front and center to what's making this game so appealing is the fluid parkour system, as well as a day and night cycle that affect how the undead will act. Number 7, The Legend of Zelda Wii U. While we still don't have much to go on, aside from a teaser and this footage of the director playing the game, what we do know sounds great. I mean, you can leap off of Epona and do some badass bow and arrow tricks.
You can vault off the horse.
Yes. And while jumping, you can shoot arrows.
That looks awesome, and the rest of the game just looks gorgeous too, like a water painting come to life. Plus, after the success of A Link Between Worlds, word that the game is doing away with the traditional Zelda formula sounds very promising. Yet, get ready for a shock. This is still not our most anticipated Wii U game this year. Number 6, Mortal Kombat X. Mortal Kombat X is sure to create strong bonds of friendship as you input buttons to creatively eradicate your buddies by mangling them to bits and shredding their insides. On top of the sickeningly stylish fatalities, the plot will continue where the previous game left off and include new characters like Cassie, the child of Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade? I guess they had extra time to make a baby since no one ever picks them to fight. Number 5, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
Where the hell are you?
This almost seems like a guaranteed great game, given that Naughty Dog have established themselves as the premium PlayStation developer. Nathan Drake and PlayStation go hand in hand, and the final part of Drake's action-adventure franchise is ready to put the PlayStation 4 to work.
Refreshing.
As an added bonus, Troy Baker is set to play Nathan Drake's brother. Nolan North and Troy Baker in the same game? Hello, awesome.
Come on. We got a treasure to find.
Number 4, Xenoblade Chronicles X. The previous game in this series had the makings to become one of the most iconic JRPGs of the last generation, and from what we've seen so far, its successor certainly has us intrigued. Let's quickly run through the checklist of what to expect. Large open world, a vibrant ecosystem with various animals, including dinosaurs, transforming mechs that you can use for both exploration and combat, a gripping sci-fi narrative, and a soundtrack composed by Hiroyuki Sawano, who previously did Attack on Titan. Phew. Oh, and did we also mention online co-op? It's gonna be a good one.
もしかしたら宇宙から消え去った方がいいのかもしれない。私らとお前らは共存なんてできないんだ。
Number 3, No Man's Sky. There have been a lot of open world exploration games, but none quite this big. We've had large detailed cities, we've had amazing fantasy worlds, but now, how about a game where millions of planets are procedurally generated? This is a big task to take on, but the folks at Hello Games are taking it one step further. It's not just space exploration, but gamers will be able to check out a vast amount of breathtaking planets on foot in what developers are calling a procedurally generated open universe. Even just looking at this footage, it's hard to believe that this is technically an indie game. Number 2, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. It's a next-gen Witcher game. That's pretty much all you need to know. Well, we could go on about how the main titles in the franchise have been amazing since 2007. We could fawn over the highly detailed graphics, the beautiful open world, and improvements to the gameplay and combat as we eagerly await the conclusion of the series' main protagonist, Geralt of Rivia.
A godling. Not many of you left.
We could do all of those things, and technically we just did. Here's hoping that this one doesn't get delayed again. Before we get to our number 1, let's build up the anticipation by going through some honorable mentions.
Okay, let's take these guys out first as quietly as possible.
All right, I have Tesla and Pulse up.
It's Havoc! Wrath, he's in the bathroom!
Number 1, Batman, Arkham Knight.
The only thing sources agree on is his name, the Arkham Knight.
Rocksteady Studios has delivered to us the game series that gamers and Batman deserve.
Oh, no!
This franchise has been perfect for both gamers and comic book fans alike. As the conclusion to the Arkham games, we finally get to glide, grapple, and now drive in the Batmobile around the iconic Gotham City in its entirety. There's really no reason to not be excited for the next-gen Batman adventure. And given how amazing the first 2 flagship Arkham games were, it's certainly got a lot of hype to live up to. Do you agree with our list? What games are you saving up for in 2015? For more top 10s that will, hopefully, go easy on your wallet, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Go!